Hey, it's John the Net Guy, and I've been an avid 3D printer for a while now. I've printed on Creality and Prusa clones, but I've never really experienced the next generation of 3D printers. Enter the Bambu Labs A1 Mini. Now, people that have had all sorts of 3D printers tell me that this is one of the most enjoyable 3D printing experiences. You don't even need a computer to be able to start using it. I'm very excited to unbox it today and add it to my lineup of 3D printers. Let's get started. So my first impressions, this thing is incredibly small. Now the build plate is also relatively small compared to what I'm used to, but that doesn't mean this isn't going to be an excellent printing 3D printer. The amount of times that I go over 180 millimeters in any direction is pretty rare. I'm very excited to see how this thing prints, and I'm kind of looking for a quick start guide or something to tell me how to set this up. So here I'm going to start with the quick start guide, assuming I didn't know anything about 3D printing. Let's see how far I can get. Super cool stickers, always a plus. And let's see if I can follow the guide here. Spool holder, check. Accessory box, check. Purge wiper, check. PTFE tube, sample filament, build plate, and this quick start guide. Unclogging pin tool, check. Allen 1, check. Allen 2, check. Bamboo scraper blade, I've heard about this. Spool holder base, cable organizer, some screws for spool holder, and some lubricant grease packets, along with lubricating oil. Remove the 4 screws to unlock the Z-axis limiter. I'm generally used to putting 3D printers together when you get them, not taking them apart, but let's see how this goes. Moving the piece as directed. Okay, now underneath the bed, tighten the 4 screws to lock the heat bed in. Okay, heat bed locked in, check. Set the purge wiper unit into the slot at the end of the X-axis. I love the pictures here, I love the instructions. So far, super easy to follow. I don't want to yank on that arm because they told me not to. I can slide that in. That's an important piece, so that is in there. Now it wants me to install the spool holder base plate with the 2 screws from the accessory box. Slide the spool holder, match the slot orientation. That's the scraper, this is the spool holder. I'm gonna install it in the correct orientation. I like that all the screws have this blue anti-seize compound already installed. On a 3D printer that's gonna get a lot of vibration, that's a really cool feature. Plug the power cable in the A1 and turn it on. It's giving me some measurements here of how much spacing I should leave myself. I'll slide the spool holder on. And calibration's complete. That was the longest part of the process, about 20-25 minutes here. So all of that set, I'm excited to start printing something. What should we print first? Well, we're gonna need a spool and we're gonna need some PLA. Fortunately, they include a PTFE tube and some PLA to get us started. Probably enough for a benchy, I hope. The next component that we're gonna install is the PTFE tube. So the PTFE tube is what the filament slides inside of. In this case, it's a light gray color. Now, it says if I have an AMS, I would hook the AMS up. In this case, I'm going to push the PTFE tube in there and push it till it locks in there. So that's what the filament is guided by. I'm gonna open up their filament here. Now this is a sealed packet on purpose because filament, when it's exposed to air, starts to absorb moisture. So this is also a good way to test out the quality of the Bambu PLA. So far, the installation setup process has been good. I think there's a couple things minor things about just the order that we do operations in that could have been cleaned up a little bit. Now, you're supposed to guide it upward through the PTFE tube off of this axis rail. We're gonna let this spool loosely here like if it was on an actual spool. I'm gonna go ahead and do the standard benchy. I'm not gonna turn on bed leveling because we've already got that. Dynamic flow calibration on, and it says it should take about 20 minutes. I like the fact that it's not superheating the PLA in the extruder while it's waiting for the bed to come up to temp. It looked like it actually had some PID tuning going on here. Calibrating extrusion flow. So this is a feature of the A1 series, that it can calibrate the extruder so you get just the perfect amount of filament. You don't have to worry about doing all sorts of manual calibration steps with different AMS. This thing's gonna figure it out automatically, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping, because it's the first time that we've printed on this, it's gonna figure this out. Now, it was shaking my table like you wouldn't believe the entire time, and I'm still impressed with the smoothness of all the layers, and I'm sure it'll get even better with a little more effort. So, there's the first benchy.